comfy. Welcome back to another video on my channel. And we're sat by my card, which I have rearranged. Basically, my TBR card was double-sided and it was like a bit all over the place, like genres are mixed up and all that. And as you can see, genres are mixed up. However, it goes from like TBR and then through interest, and then onto the back is like the rest of books in series or books I'm just not itching to get to. I have already filmed my November TBR. I'm refilming it. Why am I refilming it, you ask? Number one, because I'm bored. Number two, it's not that I'm unhappy with my November TBR, it's that I'm feeling like the prompts weren't very interesting. However, number three, I did throw the prompts away so that I didn't get them again for however long these prompts last for. Now, I love a TBR jar, pot, cup, whatever, chooses my TBR. However, some do it blindly, they like turn them around and like and count. Some just count, like get a number generator and count, and I have 35 books on here. That could be fun, it would like mix up a bit. However, there are books for like a reading vlog I planned for October, oh my god, for November. And also some that I feel are purely November style. So I don't know if I do number, generator or prompt. I'm feeling a bit confident, a bit cocky, if you will. And I'm gonna pick 8 prompts, 8 books, okay? 4 prompts and 4 random number generators, just so we can do like best of both. And on top of that, I'm gonna add the books that if they don't get picked, I feel are November reads. I mean, so this is gonna be like a big funny fab TBR video. We're gonna do the numbers first, simply so I don't have to then do 35 take away 4. Did I just make that noise with my mouth? Like, I'm thinking, I'm gonna replay it now. What was that sound? How did I do that? I saw Ellen Catherine like took away one. Gonna take away one every single time from the max. Okay, so we've got 35. The first book is number 24. I'm gonna have to count the whole lot. This includes the books on the back as well. Okay. 24. No! You can't see the bottom shelf, but number 24 is a Christmas book. Okay, I have 2 Christmas books, and this is one of them. It's 3 Holidays and a Wedding by Uzma Aludin and Marissa Stapley. I brought this with me, and then I purchased another book for the sole reason that I'm here for 2 weeks in December, and I was like, might want a festive read. However, saying that, towards the end of November, I actually probably will be in a, oh my god, would love to read a Christmas book. The same way that like sometimes in July, I listen to Wham! Last Christmas or watch Love Actually. Although you may be thinking, the frick? Don't dismiss it. Don't dismiss it too quickly. It's up there. Our second pick, see how I've changed the max amount. 31. Where did I pull that from there? So that's 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31 for the size of this fucking book. Especially because the book I have to pick out for a video is 800 pages, but... Okay, this is the gorgeous embroidered book by Kate Hartfield. And if you don't know what this book is, it is sort of like... I'm gonna say an influence fiction, because it's Marie Antoinette and her sister Princess Charlotte. However, we are focusing on Princess Charlotte in 1768. As children, they discover a book of spells, which is the embroidered book, I'm presuming. But every spell requires a sacrifice, and I think it's them as young ladies. I guess for every spell that they use throughout their life, they have to sacrifice something? I don't know. I bought it because of the cover. I'm not gonna lie. I've not really read many... I don't think I've read any historical fiction. No. So this will be a first, I think. on it goes. I beg we get like just a lower number so I can take off from like the higher shelves on my cart. Did it work? I can't see. 15! Slay! 13, 14, 15. This was one of my like, oh, this is so November vibe books. This is The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. I'm so excited. Every time I sort of like play along with other booktubers, like, TBR can't pick my TBR. Ooh. I always, in my head, I'm like, I would pick this one. And I'm glad, because then I don't have to add extra books to my perceived TBR. I'm super duper excited to read this. I read it in school, maybe year 8, year 9, and we follow is in the perspective of death, and we come across many other characters, and it's set in, I believe it's Nazi Germany. And the format of the book is quite different as well, considering death isn't sort of like this conscious being, it's sort of more like a theory. Very excited. However, she's a big book. She's just a few tens short of 600 pages. This might be like the world's thickest TBR. We've got one, this is our last number generator. We're going down to 32 books now. 11, 12. Oh my god, this is one, okay, it's like, I've got like 10 days left of October, and this is a book I really want to get to either in October, before it ends, or November, and that is Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldry. This is a cozy fantasy, and we follow Viv the Orc Barbarian. I don't know what an orc is, I don't know what a barbarian is, however, this is giving very similar formatting series vibes to Pumpkin Spice Latte, where each one is just as cute as the next. So the second one in the series is called Bookshops and Bone Dust. I'm hoping it will be like very low stakes, very cozy, and I've not really read a fantasy like that. I suppose the Scholomance series is quite like it. Like the first book is definitely quite low. A lot of stuff happens. You're introduced to loads of different creatures, but it's quite low stakes. And also, this book is so cute and so thin. A good comparison to the books we already have. Do you know what I mean? I feel like this is the perfect one to read in the transition from October to November, because it's like fantasy, autumn. You know, I'm kind of glad that I decided to refilm this. Because I had filmed it so early, I was staring at my November TBR, which actually is like this chunk of books here, and I was like, that's so heavy and like so daunting. However, we are moving on to the prompts. I got these from my brain and from Pinterest. Alas, we picked them. Our first one is, oh my god, okay, I don't want that one. But alas, this will be our first prompt. If I like it. If I don't like it, I will throw it away. By a non-English author. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know a lot of the nationalities of the authors on my book art. I'm presuming a lot of them are Western, white folk. Just put it out there. Based off the names, which is basically what I'm going off, we have to pick one. So obviously there's Hanya Yanagihara. Like, I'm not an idiot. I know he's Japanese. Actually, I don't. However, I do have a thinner book that won't destroy me. And this is Milan Kundera's The Unbearable Lightness of Being. I don't know where this lovely man is from. Fuck no. French Czech novelist. Works for the prompt, works like a charm. This is The Unbearable Lightness of Being by Milan Kundera. I own it because someone on my course, like a course PR, was reading it, and I was like, oh my god, what are you reading? And they said, I'm reading this, it's very good, you should read it. I bought it, didn't read it. I'll just read the back, it's not very big. The Unbearable Lightness of Being is a story of irreconcilable love, and infidelities in which Milan Kundera addresses himself to the nature of the 20th century being, offering a wide range of brilliant and amusing philosophical speculations. First published in 1984, Kundera's masterly novel encompasses the extremes of comedy, tragedy, and was at once hailed by critics as a contemporary classic. She's reading a classic. I'm classing this as a classic. 2024 reading goals, by the way. I feel like the range of TBR at the moment is fun, festive, and quite daunting, like literacy wise, but we still have 3 more to pick and then some more to add. I'm gonna go with this one. She's purple. The colour of the text means nothing. A book from Rory Gilmore's list. I don't need to look at the list to know some of the things on there. So some of the books I have that were on her list are Atonement by Ian McEwan, which I have down here. The TBR Jar, obviously. Truman Capote's In Cold Blood is on there. I know all of the Harry Potters are on there. I don't know if Wuthering Heights is on there, but I really want to read Wuthering Heights. And then I believe Oscar Wilde's Picture of Dorian Gray might be on there. I really do want to read Truman Capote's In Cold Blood. I've definitely looked at it and I've like flicked through it a lot, and it's a thriller. It's a different genre for the shelf. I don't know, I just feel like I need to read it. It was either going to be between this or the TBR Jar, because I really want to reread the TBR Jar. Truman Capote. 2 more. Oh god. A book from 24 Books in 2024. Okay, so if you don't know what that is, I did a bingo, like a bingo box in my reading journal of 24 books I wanted to read in 2024. The ones on there that are on here are A Little Life, Wuthering Heights, the Harry Potter series I wanted to read as a whole. Lessons in Chemistry was on there. The Book Thief and Little Women. Quite a few to pick from, and I really did want to read Wuthering Heights, so maybe I should pick Wuthering Heights. This really isn't long. I think the whole premise of them being classed as classic literature and like these huge iconic symbols of Western literature can make going into just romance fiction quite daunting. Like, it is just romance. That's all it is. I'm gonna go with this one. Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. Quite a lot of interesting literature that might be a bit thematically challenging. I don't think I quite realised how difficult the picks would be. Our last prompt. We're about to find out if that was a bad choice. Ooh, has a map. Harry Potter does have a map. Obviously, romances probably will not have a map. So give it a proper little look. Multimedia Queen, Holly Jackson. It's not a map, but it's a family tree, which is kind of a map. It's a family map. Okay, if there are options that I don't want to read, I'm going with this one. I'm going to set it aside and we'll come back to that. I know special editions of Deadly Education have a map, but the first paperback did not, so no, it doesn't. I actually don't think you're gonna get one with a map. One I know that has one is Cinnamon Bun Bookshop, but I'm already reading that. But it does have a map, so I'm thinking Dream Harbour has a map. I mean, out of these two, this one is definitely more November. And I don't want both my Christmas novels to be on my November TBR. But then Harry Potter does actually have a map. However, it's my TBR. So I'm going to class a family tree as a map. Because I can do whatever the frick I like. Okay? My last book is The Reappearance of Rachel Price by Holly Jackson. I know nothing about this. If you have read it, comment down below and let me know what you thought, because I'm actually kind of excited. I often find her books have quite a slow uptake, and then once I'm in them I'm like, oh my god, I can't put it down, and I need that in a book right now. I'm gonna collect the ones for videos and other ones that I wanted to read at this moment in time, and I'll give you a full rundown of the TBR. Love that for us. Okay, I'm back again. I've not actually added that many, so I'm just going to stop. Miniature of time I really want to get to. It's also just staying there because it won't fit anywhere else on my card. So into the books we have The Book That Wouldn't Burn, which is the first book in the library trilogy by Mark Lawrence. We have If We Were Villains by M.L. Brio. Sarah Adams' The Rule Book, which for some reason I'm dying to read, and I don't truly know why. It's not seasonal. And I've also never read Sarah Adams' book before, so this will be my first book. Going into our main TBR, to go on the top shelf, we have Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldry. We have The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. Kate Hartfield's The Embroidered Book. 3 Holidays and a Wedding by Uzma Halaluddin and Marissa Stapley. We have Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. Truman Capote's In Cold Blood. We have The Reappearance of Rachel Price by Holly Jackson. And last but not least, The Unbearable Lightness of Being by Milan Kundera. Videos, we have Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Oh god! Sorry. And then The Book Proposal by K.J. Michike. And then we have The Last Graduate by Naomi Novik. I'm determined to not let too big of a gap between the books in the Skogamat series stop me from reading it. We have Oscar Wilde's The Picture of Dorian Gray. Lastly, we have Dostoevsky's White Nights. This is a mini Penguin classic, and I do read that. To be fair, maybe the reason I want to read the rule book so fast is so much is because I've not read a sports romance since February. And then I have my little pod. My little petite pod, short and stout. This is my official November TBR. It now takes up the whole shelf. It's very big. I will not read every single book on this TBR. I'm not stupid. I am a university student, do you know what I mean? Like, be freaking real. And I'm nothing if not real. And I also have a very minimal part-time job in an attempt to earn some money. See these 2 books in a video. If you want to see any of these other books in a video, make sure to comment down below. Like and subscribe. Stick around. I make subpar content. But it's fun because I'll get to look back on it in a couple years and be like, I did do that. I went to uni. It was good fun. Oh, I actually am excited.